Everything begins with a burst of inspiration. I still remember very vividly that special day of my doctoral ceremony, just before the actual graduation would take place in the Bodleian Library. We were all there congregated in a room filled with professors, scholars, with the stone walls from where canvases of all professors were hanging, all very stimulating, and conversations, very intellectual, scattered all across the room. Beautiful day, and both my mother and my father had made it to England. And then I suddenly realized how my mother had become the focus of attention of a large group. And she was talking very passionately about topics that went from poetry to life experiences, connecting all these apparently disconnected points in a very clever way, very amusing. And she had everyone completely mesmerized. And I remained there adoring her. And so was my father, an MIT trained physicist that was contemplating how she suddenly had become the center of gravitation in that room. And then something unexpected, yet completely predictable happened. She was asked what her profession was, and she plainly said, none. She had been exposed, and the bubble burst. The tension completely shifted elsewhere, and her lack of education, lack of status became an impenetrable wall. They simply could not see beyond the inspiring woman that she always was. And I thought, if this can happen in one of the finest universities in the world, what can you expect from countries where access to basic things like education is a luxury for most girls and women? POLO Documentary aims to knock down those very same walls. POLO Documentaries is a production company specialized in extraordinary stories of inspiring women. We create, we promote, and we disseminate stories focusing on entrepreneurship, art, and transformation, emphasizing the social impact and empowering women from low and middle-income countries. And our intention is not to produce one more documentary about water and sanitation in the outskirts of Sao Paulo, for example. That has its merit, its value, it belongs elsewhere simply. Here we want to produce documentaries of truly inspiring women that have been able to come with local solutions to local problems and with no external influence. POLO Documentaries does not just produce visual journalism, but captivating art, even with touches of magical realism, because life might not be fantastic all the time, but it always has to be magical. POLO Documentaries is a participatory platform where the future members will have a say in the themes we address and in the stories we produce. This initiative will go live next year, but we need you to join the community now. Let's inspire each other to make a difference together. My name is Miguel San Joaquin, and I welcome you to POLO Documentaries.